Hi friends, welcome to Active Self-Protection Extra. On today's Sunday gear review, yet again, another bad gun decision that John has made. This is the Taurus PT738 TCP, which TCP stands for Tiny Crappy Pistol. Big Tech's Ordnance is my go-to source for accessories for all your defensive and competition firearms. They have great holsters with accessories for concealment and ship fast at great prices. I'm a proud customer and recommend them without hesitation. I bought this gun not long after I started carrying because I was convinced by my Vietnam veteran pop that a man absolutely had to have a backup gun on him, that if you didn't have a backup gun on you, that you would get killed in the streets. And so I started carrying this TCP as a backup gun because it was literally the smallest, lightest thing that I could find. Now, you might ask yourself, how many times has a private citizen ever used a backup gun in a defensive gunfight? And that would be a good question to ask. And I would say that out of analyzing now somewhere around 40 to 50,000 defensive gunfights, so far I've seen 0 instances.
None.
Not a one. It doesn't mean it's never happened. It's just we're talking about.
Hasn't been caught on video and hasn't been sent to you.
Okay, that's solid. Yeah. That's solid. I kind of think if it wasn't at all a probability that I might have seen one by now. But okay, fine. So some other people though, they might say, well, I'm going to carry this because at least it's a pocket gun and it can be concealed very well. So this Taurus TCP, functionally it's the same gun as the Ruger LCP, right? Which we jokingly call the LCP, the little crappy pistol. Yep. And they're the same gun, they're both clones of the Kel-Tec P3AT. All right, old design. This is a hammer-fired gun, so it looks like a striker, but you can see the hammer channel here. This is actually a hammer-fired gun. Magazine holds 6, and it is 1 in the chamber, so 7 capacity. Now when we go to shoot this gun, that I barely can get my second finger on there. In fact, I don't think you can. Your hands are bigger than mine.
Yeah, I think when I shoot this thing, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep that finger on there because it's about a quarter of the way on. So that's going to be pretty difficult for me. And
it's chambered in 380, right? So it's not quite as much pop as, thank God it's not 9mm. When it came out, it was marketed as the lightest concealed carry gun on the market, like 10 ounces unloaded or something. And of course, that makes it very easy to carry.
I think that that's very it's something that people are going to be drawn to when they hear smallest and lightest gun ever, but that tells me that maybe they haven't shot enough to know that small and light does not equal.
It sucks to shoot.
Fun.
I mean, it's just going to suck to shoot. The other thing you notice is because the grip is so small, you see I've got just 0 space here in order to put a second hand on the gun. I'm basically gripping my hand in order to put a second hand on it from a very light gun. 380 to bastardize the saying of Jeff Cooper, out of a barrel this short, 2-inch barrel, you say, well, the problem is that if you shoot somebody with it, and if he finds out about it,
he's going to get mad.
He's going to be mad. It's not cooking along very quick out of
Yes, all you 380 carriers, that's a joke. We get it, but it's still a funny joke.
It's still a funny joke. Yeah. Now, the other thing on this gun in particular that I want to show you, the trigger on this gun is mildly atrocious, quite frankly. It's not great. So again, an empty gun is that it is long, it is heavy, and it twangs like nobody's business. No over travel. Okay, fine. Look at the reset. Wait, you heard a click. Don't go there. That second click is where the reset is. Okay, fine. Now I can get a restrike. So it's a really long go. Now here's the biggest problem. If I only reset to that first one, it will actually release the sear without the hammer dropping. So now the gun does not go bang. But then I have a dead trigger. So I have a gun with a long reset, okay, that if I short stroke it, I have a dead pistol. I've induced a malfunction. So that to me, after I found that, made this gun a non-starter.
Now, one thing about that, it's an easy malfunction to clear because you just have to rack the slide. But the challenge there is with such a minimum capacity of that.
Yeah, I've only got 7 shots.
You just drop the capacity another 1. On your worst day, that's not great.
And a user-induced malfunction that's easy to do because I'm going really fast because somebody's trying to kill me. Of course, the other thing here is to make it low profile and all that stuff. These sights are atrocious and they're not replaceable. They are machined into the slide. And they're useless functionally. I mean, it is a 3-dot sight, not dots, but it's post and notch, but they're very difficult to see well. So why do I still own it? Well, because I don't want to pass it on to somebody else and the crappiness of it, especially with the trigger problem. So it just sits in my safe, and it'll sit in my safe until I die as a testament to my derp. I guess we need to go shoot it a bit, don't we?
Yeah, we probably, I don't want to, but I'm gonna.
Now, I will say this. I don't think this has been replaced in Taurus's lineup by the Spectrum, which is, I mean, functionally in the same niche that this is. So they stopped making these guys. But you can find them on Gunbroker and whatever. I've seen them for as little as $110, $120. I can find a whole lot better things to do with a Benjamin than spending on one of these. Let's go shoot it and verify how crappy it is. Okay, we're here at C2 Tactical in Scottsdale. I have 6 rounds of weak sauce 380 ammo herders that I bought at Cabela's. Gosh, man, it must have been 5, 6, 7 years ago. Just weak sauce stuff. And we're gonna let Neil shoot the tiny crappy pistol.
Good luck. All right, I'm on it. Okay, so like I said earlier,
You didn't say earlier.
in the office, when we were back at the house, I can't get that second finger on that this is going to be a challenge.
I want you to shoot all 6 shots on this time.
Okay, if I... Okay, I have weird eyes. I cannot see the sights hardly at all. All right, all right, here we go. Ah!
And a malfunction.
Oh, hey, look at that, a malfunction.
You had a failure to eject.
Yep. How many was that?
That's 2 failures to eject in 8 rounds.
All right, here we go.
Oh, got the short stroke trigger. You didn't reset the trigger.
So I got a live one in it.
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I didn't want to shoot that one anyway. So okay. Yep.
No, you just had a malfunction. You just had a dead round.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't the gun's fault. Now you're empty.
Okay. I don't want to shoot this gun ever again in my life.
Ever, period, full stop?
Ever, period, full stop.
Would you carry that to defend your life?
If there was no other option, none. You'd have to, right? But no, I mean, it's not easy to shoot. Man, I've got a pattern down there that's, it's 14 inches wide.
Yeah, 10 yards.
Yeah,
just a tough gun to shoot well.
And frankly, with my eyes and my bifocals and all of that crap, I can't make out these sights.
Yeah. You know, they call these starter pistols. They're great for starting fights, but not great for ending them. Right. And I just wouldn't, guys. I wouldn't recommend that you depend your life on this. Unless you have little tiny, like, toddler hands, you're going to have a very hard time shooting this gun well. Because if your hand is small enough to grip it correctly, you're going to be too short a finger to use the trigger well. It sucks to shoot. I don't care how cheap it is. I'd go another direction. Yeah.